Hello everyone, Drishti IAS welcomes you to the new series of To The Point. Today's topic of discussion is domestic systemically important banks. First of all, let's see why is it in the news. RBI announced recently that the State Bank of India, that is SBI, ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank will continue to be identified as domestic systemically important banks or D-SIBs. According to the central bank, D-SIBs are financial institutions that are large enough where they cannot be allowed to fall. Now let's discuss about D-SIBs, that is domestic systemically important banks. Some banks, due to their size, cross-jurisdictional activities, complexity, lack of substitutability, and interconnectedness become systemically important. Systemically important banks are perceived as banks that are too big to fail, that is TBTF. This perception of TBTF creates an expectation of government support for these banks at the time of distress. The disorderly failure of these banks has the potential to cause significant disruption to the essential services they provide to the banking system and in turn to the overall economic activity. The D-SIB framework focuses on the impact that the distress or failure of banks will have on the domestic economy. Now let's discuss how are D-SIBs determined. The RBI has been releasing the list of all D-SIBs since 2015. They are classified into 5 buckets according to their importance to the national economy. In order to be listed as a D-SIB, a bank needs to have assets that exceed 2% of the national GDP. And the banks are then further classified on the level of their importance across the 5 buckets. Now let's discuss about global systemically important banks. The Financial Stability Board or FSB, in consultation with the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision, that is BCBS, and national authorities, has identified GSIBs, that is Global Systemically Important Banks, since 2011. Financial Stability Board or FSB is an international body that monitors and makes recommendations about the global financial system. It was established in 2009 and India is a member. BCBS publishes the methodology for assessing and identifying GSIBs. BCBS is the primary global standard setter for the prudential regulation of banks. RBI is its member. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements. 1. In order to be listed as a domestic systemically important bank or D-SIBs, a bank needs to have assets that exceed 1% of the national GDP. 2. India is a member of the Financial Stability Board, that is FSB. Which of the above statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Dear viewers, watch this topic in Hindi on our Drishti IAS Hindi YouTube channel.